everyone, welcome to this update video. I hope you're doing really awesome this morning. Let's take a look at what is going on. So we've got a couple tropical waves moving across the Atlantic basin, and one is approaching the Lesser Antilles. We can see all of that activity to the north of the Guyana is approaching the southeastern Caribbean islands, and within areas such as Trinidad and Tobago, there's definitely been some rain and some thunderstorms in some spots, not for the entirety of the area, but there's been some heavy rain over the past couple of days in some areas. And then as we head to the Caribbean, the Western Caribbean remains quite active, especially near Central America, because there is that surge in tropical moisture. So lots of showers, thunderstorms in parts of the Cayman Islands. There has been some flooding recently, and there's been some heavy rain around as well in the vicinity of San Andres, Providencia, and as I mentioned, other parts of Central America. Now this area is going to remain active throughout the week, and even as we head into later into June, the Gulf, the vicinity of the Gulf and Central America is definitely where we want to keep our eyes for any potential development. So if anything should develop over the coming few weeks, it will likely be within this area. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rainfall forecast for today. And as the map becomes more colorful, that is indicative of higher rainfall amounts. For example, as we head to those shades of red, the darker red, the burgundy shade, we're heading up to 1 3/4 or up to 2 inches of rain. And then the purple start kicking in with 2.5, going up to 3 inches in rainfall amount. So as we're going to be heading through most of today, we're seeing all of these red shadings around parts of Central America, including parts of Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama as well. So this area, as I said, is going to remain active with some periods of heavy rain, and that could trigger flooding. It's a similar story across Northern South America, and then with that next tropical wave approaching with all that moisture, Trinidad, Tobago, even Grenada, parts of the Grenadines could definitely experience some downpours, and other areas as well. St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, a few showers may move by, but the rainfall chance decreases as we head further north to the Leeward Islands. Same thing for the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, parts of Hispaniola, and even sections of the southern Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands. ABC Islands, couple showers may move by, nothing crazy. For Jamaica, we may see those afternoon showers and thunderstorms really kicking in. ABC Islands, there could be some additional heavy rain. Same thing for much of central and western Cuba. Up to most of the Bahamas, going to parts of Florida, the rainfall activity is definitely going to be kicking in as we head throughout the day. Go into the wind forecast. So as we see those darker shadings of purples and even the blues popping up, we're heading over 20 knots. So winds are going to really kick up for the eastern islands, also for the vicinity of the ABC Islands, parts of Jamaica, especially the southern parishes, and the Cayman Islands. So we're going to have these winds mostly coming out of the east or the southeast for some of these areas. And elsewhere should be a bit more on the tranquil side. And even though we're not seeing those colorful shadings for Central America, if there should be a strong thunderstorm developing, those winds are definitely going to kick up with the lightning strikes, a lot of heavy rain as well. So that has been a common occurrence within the area over the past couple of days. Now, as I said, the general area within the vicinity of Central America is going to remain active with a lot of rain, especially as those troughs move through, those tropical waves come by, and they help to enhance all of the moisture around. Now, we're going to be looking out to the long term, to the next 10 days, and we're going to see what both the GFS and the Euro models are expecting. So here we're seeing all of these different lines, these blue lines around these L's. Now, these are different ensemble members. Now, each of these basically show what we could see in terms of development based on, varying atmospheric conditions. And so when there are more of these L's popping up, there's a greater chance that we could actually see something try to form. And for now, the Euro is showing the bulk of these L's, the bulk of these members within the vicinity of the Gulf of Mexico, especially the Western Gulf, and even headed to the Eastern Pacific. We're seeing all those L's around. So we could see something form over the course of the next 10 days. The GFS is showing the area a bit more active, more members in agreement that, hey, we could see something try to get itself together in the Gulf. Now, this is not a guarantee that something will form. We're going to have a named storm. It's no guarantee. However, there is most definitely a chance. And if you remember this map from some of my previous videos, especially at the start of June, I showed you guys. And so this is the typical origin for or tropical cyclones that develop up in the month of June. It doesn't mean this is the only place they come from, but we tend to find the bulk of them originating from the West Caribbean, moving into the Gulf. But we typically don't have very strong storms or hurricanes in the month of June. Not that they cannot happen, because they certainly can under the right atmospheric conditions. But I'll be keeping you guys posted as time goes by. Just wanted to bring you up to speed with what is happening, the rainfall and wind forecast for today as well. So I really do hope that you found this update to be very informative. And should you have any additional questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.